Unbelievable comeback. Emma Raducanu's heartbreaking 3-match points defeat against Jessica Pegula. Beijing was alive with electricity. The China Open's night session had that rare quality. The hush before history. The anticipation of a match that could tilt careers in unexpected directions. At one end of the court stood Emma Raducanu, Britain's golden starlet, a 21-year-old who had once shocked the world with her fairy tale U.S. Open victory. She was smiling faintly in warm-up, but everyone watching knew the truth. This wasn't just a tennis match. It was her chance to prove that she belonged again among the elite. At the other end, Jessica Pegula, world number 4, calm, powerful, seasoned. The kind of player who didn't blink under pressure, who thrived on the grind, who understood what it meant to close out matches. No one could have predicted how this night would unfold. What started as Raducanu's triumph would twist into heartbreak, as 3 match points slipped like grains of sand through her fingers. The ghost of New York. Raducanu could never fully escape September 2021. Her name had become synonymous with that miracle run in New York, where she stormed from qualifying to a Grand Slam title without dropping a set. Commentators still use words like destiny and fairy tale when they described it, but fairy tales end. Injuries, surgeries, coaching changes. Raducanu's career since then was a patchwork of brilliance and struggle. Every match became a referendum. Is she the real deal or just a one-hit wonder? Against Pegula, she had the chance to silence those whispers. And in the opening set, she looked every bit the champion she once was. A first set to believe in. From the first ball, Emma came out blazing. Her forehand, whip-like, decisive, sliced through the Beijing air. Her backhand, that compact, flat weapon, found the corners. Pegula, usually unshakable, looked momentarily rattled. Emma struck early, breaking serve with a fearless backhand return winner that drew gasps from the crowd. She pumped her fist, shouted, "Come on," and the arena roared with her. The rally stretched 15, 20 shots at times, but Emma refused to yield. She took time away, stepped into Pegula's second serves, and forced errors. When the first set ended 7-5 in her favor, Raducanu walked to her chair with a glimmer in her eyes. The glimmer of someone who remembered what it felt like to be unstoppable. Destiny on her racket. The second set was war. Pegula steadied, grinding, playing percentage tennis, while Emma swung for the lines. Games traded back and forth. Breaks exchanged like blows in a boxing ring. At 5-4, Raducanu had her moment. Serving for the match, she raced to 40-0. 3 match points. 3 swings away from one of the biggest wins of her comeback. The crowd sensed it. Phones out, cameras ready, breaths held. Even the commentators dropped their voices to a whisper. Emma tossed a ball for her first serve. The motion was smooth, but the nerves betrayed her. Double fault. The groan from the audience was audible. She shook it off. 2 more chances. On the second match point, a rally of precision and courage unfolded. Emma lined up her forehand and the ball clipped the tape, falling back onto her side. Gasped again. 1 left. She struck boldly, pushing Pegula wide. The court opened, but Jessica dug deep, launching a forehand cross-court that kissed the line. Emma lunged, missed. 3 match points gone. And in that instant, the energy shifted. Pegula the relentless. Champions smell opportunity. Pegula's eyes narrowed, her shoulders squared, and her footwork sharpened. She broke Raducanu's serve with clinical precision, then roared through the next game to level the set at 5-5. Raducanu was reeling, her mind trapped in those missed chances. The rallies now felt heavier, her footwork sluggish, her strokes hesitant. Pegula pounced. The tie-break was one-sided. Pegula, ice-cold, won at 7-2, fists clenched as she walked her bench. The match was level, but the momentum wasn't. The third set spiral. By the third set, Raducanu's body betrayed her. Her legs seemed heavy, her shoulders drooped. Emotionally, she was still replaying those match points. Pegula, smelling blood, raised her level again. Her serve was unbreakable, her backhand precise, her movement relentless. Raducanu fought bravely, saving break points, gritting through long rallies, but every game felt like a mountain climb. At 3-3, the dam broke. Pegula broke serve, then consolidated with ruthless efficiency. The final score, 5-7, 7-6, 6-3. What had looked like Raducanu's night of redemption had become a lesson in heartbreak. The silence after. The crowd stood to applaud. Some clapped for Pegula's resilience, others for Raducanu's courage. But Emma walked off the court with her head bowed, the smile gone, her body language heavy with defeat. In the locker room, away from the lights, she sat alone. Her racket bag lay open, towels tossed aside. She buried her face in her hands. 3 match points, 3 swings, 3 chances at victory. Gone. She could still hear the tape's cruel kiss, still see the ball drifting wide, still feel the weight of hesitation in her serve. For the first time in months, Emma cried, not out of weakness, but out of the unbearable knowledge of how close she had come. The world reacts. On social media, the match trended instantly. Raducanu deserved that win. She's back, even if she lost. 3 match points? Brutal. But wow, what a fight. Pegula is stone cold. That's why she's top 5. The tennis world debated. Had Raducanu choked, or had Pegula simply been too good? But underneath the noise, one truth rang clear. Emma Raducanu mattered again. People still cared. The sport still cared. Lessons in pain. Losses like these shape careers more than wins. Coaches know it. Champions know it. Raducanu's team told her the same in the aftermath. You were there. You created those chances. That means you can do it again. Because tennis isn't about perfection. It's about survival, resilience, the ability to rise after devastation. Emma had lost a match, but she had proven she could push one of the world's best to the brink. That mattered more than any headline. The long road forward. For Raducanu, this night was not an ending. It was a marker. She had walked onto the court as a comeback story and walked off as a contender. The match points miss would haunt her, yes, but they would also fuel her. Every time she trained, every serve she practiced, every tiebreak she fought, she would remember Beijing. She would remember the sound of the crowd gasping, the feel of victory slipping away. And one day, when another chance came, she would seize it. Epilogue. The beauty of the fall. Tennis is cruel. It gives with one hand and takes with the other. It builds dreams only to shatter them in a heartbeat. But that's why we watch. That's why we care. Because in Raducanu's tears, in Pegula's fist pumps, in the silence between points and the roar after them, we see ourselves. The struggle, the heartbreak, the fight to rise again. Emma Raducanu's story isn't defined by one loss. It's defined by the courage to come back after it. And though she left Beijing in defeat, her journey was far from over. Because sometimes, the night you lose 3 match points is the night you begin to understand what it truly takes to win. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.